Hi guys, my name is Alicia and I'm with a Zany Moment, and I am going to do an Akashic Records retrieval reading for Noelle. Say hi, Noelle.
Hello.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to walk her through, take her into the Akashic Records, and then we're going to ask her spirit guides to give us the knowledge from all her past lives that would be in benefit in alignment to what she would benefit in this lifetime, and the protection of her higher self so that she only gets information that she needs. She doesn't get bombarded with information she doesn't need, and that way she can connect easier to past lives. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk her through it, and then we'll be back. So we'll be right back. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to visualize stepping out of your body, standing up, opening up the veil of roses, and then making sure that you close it behind you because we're going to protect your space. And then we're going to start walking down into the tunnel. We're walking into the fifth dimension, so you can feel really floaty, I guess is what you would say. And just keep walking, I'll find you. Okay, so I'm gonna walk towards you now because I see you off in the distance. And then I'm gonna grab you by the hand. Okay. So I'm grabbing your right hand and we're holding hands. And we're gonna walk towards your records. It's this way. Okay, you see off to your left is the guardian that protects your records, make sure that no one gets inside. So he sees you, he bows his head and he gets up or goes up the stairs and opens the door for us. So we have 3 steps to go up. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to walk into this room. Okay, I always like to see or sense what other people notice. What do you notice?
What do I see?
Yeah, what do you see? What do you sense? What do you feel?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's fine. So let me explain it the way I see it. And everyone can have their own different views, so it's up to them. Is I see this big, deep room, and it's made out of stone brick. And off to our left is a table. And then behind that is kind of like a little working area. And one guide is sitting down writing because they have to document everything you do in this life. And then the other one is, he's standing up, but I really don't get a sense of what he's doing. So now that they notice that you're here, they stop what they're doing and they're walking towards us. Okay, and because of your past life as a witch, you have off to the right, kind of in the back of the room, you have like a cauldron, a lot of herbs and things like that. And then you must have worked with a lot of aromatherapy because I see a lot of essence of oils and things like that. And then crystals right next to it. Okay, so since this energy is very intense, we're going to have you sit down in the chair, at the table, in the chair. Okay. Go ahead and put your palms on top of the table just so that you can kind of ground yourself, I want to say, because you're so floaty right now.
My chest is like, my heart's like beating really fast in this room.
Yeah, well, because we're in the fifth dimension, so it's your body has to get used to it in this frequency, okay? Okay, so let me go ahead. Let me connect to your guides and see if they have a message for you, and then you can ask questions. Okay. When a pickiness is up, is that you have still a lot of sadness that you need to process through. And kind of what your guides are saying to me is that you kind of feel like you need to be guided. And that's kind of like holding you in place. I feel like you want someone to, grab you by the shoulder and tell you which way to go and things like that. And that's what's holding you back. We need to cut cords when we're done.
Okay.
I can feel your solar plexus has cords. Okay, so do you have a question for them?
I would just like to know more about my past life, like just other than the witch stuff.
Okay.
If there's anything else I need to know about my past lives.
Okay, the first thing that's coming to me is kind of like in the 20s maybe, you were a businessman and you were really well off. I mean, not really well off, but you were well off. And I'm not sure if this is your energy or if it was someone else, but it looks like there's a knife that went into your back. So I don't know if you were stabbed in the back or you killed yourself, but I feel like a knife is going in your back. And this makes it hard for you to trust people. Yeah, this was someone else that stabbed you in the back and that took everything from you. Okay. So it feels like the person that stabbed you in your back is your mom from this lifetime. And that's why you feel a lot of tension between you and your mom. So we need to release that. I know we had done work with that before, with the tension you have with your mom. Do you still feel like there's a lot of tension there?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do, let me ask your guides. It feels like you were, like the person that stabbed you in the back was like a best friend. Like he was a best friend. And so in this lifetime, because in that lifetime you needed to learn forgiveness. And in this lifetime, you still kind of had that issue to work out because you were able to forgive him towards the end, but you never were able to let go of it fully. So in this lifetime, you took it on to allow that person to be your mom so that you would still have that close bond that you would need to be able to forgive him in this lifetime. But it feels like it just built up instead of got released, right? So let's work on that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do theta healing to do the healing of. I'm gonna do it so that when you think of your mom, you only think of love, or do you want forgiveness or just happiness?
Doesn't matter, whatever, it's all fine, any of it.
Okay. So, I mean, right now when you think of your mom, do you get like mad and stuff like that?
Yeah, I just have bitterness, like just bitterness, and like I don't understand why we don't have a relationship like a loving mother-daughter relationship.
Okay. So I'm going to put it in the intention that whenever you think of your mom, you just think of love and happiness. And forgiveness, and I'm going to do the forgiveness more because I think it's the energy that your past life needs to heal than anything else. That's the only reason I want to do forgiveness.
Okay.
So, Father, Mother, Creator, while it is commanded that for Noelle, the belief and the fear, the relationship that she has with her mother, whatever belief, fear that's there, be pulled, canceled, and resolved on the history level and resolved on the other levels to take space, now dimensions of the field, across all timelines, across all dimensions and frequencies. And that we request that whenever Noelle thinks of her mother, she feel forgiveness, love, and happiness towards her mom. Okay, if she's made a contract with herself or her mom or with anyone else, contract, vow, promise, commitment, oath, pact, that it be canceled, voided, and deleted. This situation has been learned from and is no longer needed. She's ready to move forward without having this energy holding her back. Okay, so I'm going to do an energetic divorce. So I divorce Noelle from her mom and any future conflicts that are there. Release, release, release. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So it is. Okay, so I'm going to pull the beliefs from you. Okay. Now the feeling of love and happiness towards your mom is coming in right now. So it's coming in through your crown. Letting it go into your heart space. Past your hips, your knees, your toes. Okay, so what I want you to do is to think of your mom. Do you still feel the bitterness?
No.
Okay. It's kind of hard to tell right now because we're in the fifth dimension and you're going to feel elevated anyway. So after we disconnect from the Akashic Records, I'll have you think of your mom again, okay? But it feels like everything has been cleared up. Basically, you have attachments with your mom. You have a cord with her. So also when I cut the cords, when we get out of the records and I cut the cords, whatever is kind of like, was your mom sick over Christmas break?
Yeah, she had the flu really bad.
Okay. So whenever she got really sick over, it feels like Christmas, after Thanksgiving, before New Year's, you sent her a cord to try to help her.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we'll cut those cords again. Let me ask your guides if there's anything else. And you do have this abandonment issue. I always feel like,
Yeah.
I see this little girl and she's kind of like, what are those called? Those precious moments, not precious, is it called precious moments with the big, big eyes? Yeah, I think they're called precious moments, right?
Yeah.
So I see you like one of those like really big eyes and you got tears coming down your face. Okay, so let me ask your guides what that is. Okay, so it feels like you were a little girl and you were orphaned and you were taken in by an aunt and an uncle, but you were always really miserable. They didn't feed you right. You were like the, you know, like the redheaded stepchild. Um, you didn't have the support you needed. It feels like everyone else in that life, or everyone else in that family got, you know, their needs met, but they would just barely kind of keep you living. Okay, so let's go ahead and release this energy. There's a lot of interference, or is it just me?
Maybe it's just you. I don't know.
Okay.
What kind of interference?
I don't know. It sounds like an echo.
Oh, no. It must be on your end.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is... Okay, and the... Huh?
I said that orphan thing of the adoption thing, because I've always felt that I was adopted for some reason. So maybe that's where the orphan thing comes in.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're connecting to that life. But it feels
like all my whole life I felt that growing up, that somehow I feel like there's a connection somewhere that I was adopted. But maybe that's it from my past life.
Okay, this past life that I'm seeing like they're wearing old shoes. It's not in this century or even the century before. It feels like you're in a farmland.
Okay.
So I mean, it's one of those lives that you've had far back. I'm gonna say like 1400s, but
Okay.
I think you've never really got over this trauma. And each lifetime you keep bringing it in, because even when I look at your witch thing, you do have abandonment issues in your witch life as well. So I know that it's being triggered by this. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal this. Okay, so Father, Mother, Creator of all that is, it is commanded that for Noelle, any beliefs or fears that she has of I am alone, I have to be alone, nobody loves me, I have to take care of myself, depending on someone else's need. Any other belief or fear that she has that is impeding her from growing in this lifetime that's connected to that lifetime, can it be pulled, canceled, and resolved on the history level and released on other levels, time and space, non-dimensions of revealed across all timelines, dimensions, and frequencies, including past, present, future, and between lives. She's made a contract with herself and someone else. It be canceled, avoided, and deleted. This energy this situation has been run from, and it is no longer needed. She's ready to move forward without this energy holding her back. Okay, it is done, it is done, it is done. Show me. Okay, and then I feel like this is another reason that you're single and things like that is because in this lifetime you also wanted to learn how to take care of yourself. Now that abundance this lifetimes are a lot easier. So a lot of us come in with having to do something with abundance because we've had so many lives where we had lack. And in this lifetime it's so easy, to be supported by abundance that we come in here to try to heal that. So I feel like the reason that you're also single is because you want to prove to yourself that you can take care of yourself. So what I want to do, I don't know, this is not the Akashic reading, but I'm going to give you the theta healing downloads on what it feels like, the perspective and understanding of taking care of yourself,
Okay.
taking care of your family, and that way we'll put that the situation has been learned from. So if you don't no longer need to learn this because you already have it, you can move on and do the next things in life. Okay, so Father, Mother, Creator of all that is. That's okay, I can wait.
Sorry. I'm busy.
Okay, so I'm going to do the theta healing download for that. Okay, so I'm going to see whatever comes in. I'm going to ask your guides if there's anything else while I'm here. Okay, so Father, Mother, Creator of all that is, it is commanded after Noel. She received the definition, perspective, understanding of how to take care of yourself, how to take care of your family, taking care of yourself, abundance, peace, gratitude, love. Did she receive anything else that would be most beneficial for her? What it is, what it feels like, that she knows it, that she does it, that she gives herself permission, that she is worthy, that it is her divine birthright, that she does this without creating situations to learn from it, that it's possible, that she receives this in all the languages that she knows without causing herself fear, doubt, guilt, suffering, anxiety, feeling safe and secure, that she knows how, when, where, and with whom. For her highest and best. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Okay, so okay, good. So we'll just let that energy kind of sink in a little bit. I'm going to ask your guides to go ahead and is there any knowledge that you want to tap into? Bridget's knowledge, I'm sure, more than before. But is there anything else that you really would want?
What do you mean? Like what I want?
Like, what do you feel would be most beneficial in this lifetime to learn?
I don't know.
I need to start doing that. I need to start telling people to start thinking about it so they have a couple of days to think about it because they're like, they get here and they're like, I don't know, this is such a hard question.
I guess because so I'd like to learn more about help healing people, I guess.
Okay, so it feels like okay, so you had a Lemurian past life that you know how to do crystal healing, so we're going to take the energy from that.
Okay.
Besides Bridget, you have another past life where you were like the medicine woman for the town and you did herbs and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to take that knowledge too. Let me see what your guides are going to. Okay, so your guides are going to give you also deservingness energy and more mental clarity.
Okay.
It feels like sometimes you get wrapped up in your head, right?
Yes, very much.
Okay. So they're telling me that they're going to give you mental clarity and okay, there's something else. There's 2 other books that I'm seeing that they're highlighting. So what we're going to do is stand up from the chair, walk over to the bookshelf, and your guides are going around and kind of like magic, they're touching the books and it's getting highlighted. And then we're going to activate these books and then just bring them into your body. Okay, so you know what I feel when I'm looking at these books, I feel like you have a lot of them that were very ancient. You had them like accumulated. Like you couldn't come back fast enough.
Mm.
And then you have like a big gap where you're like, no, I think I'm done. And then it feels like just recently you haven't came back to the full force that you were in the beginning, but it's not like, it feels like you've had like 300 or 400 years where you didn't even come in, you know?
Wow.
You're like, nope, I'm done with life. I'm done with earth life. So I feel like maybe you get irritated with other humans really easily. And it feels like maybe that's the reason why, because you're like, nope, they're not going to learn, and then you just move on. Okay, so because I know that you try to help people and you help people, and then they don't even appreciate it, and they didn't even take your advice, and you're like, why did I waste my energy trying to help them when they were just gonna go and do their own damn thing anyways? So
Exactly.
it feels like that's exactly the reason why you kind of gave up on humanity. You're like, no, screw it, I'm not coming back. Okay, so with these little books lighted, what I want you to do is to take your left hand. Okay, we're gonna have you touch the shelf. Okay, and we're gonna allow the energy from all those books. Kind of see your hand like a vacuum. You're pulling in this energy from all these books that are highlighted. And as it goes into your hand, you're gonna start to feel your hand tingle. So just allow your hand to accept this energy. Okay. Oof, and it's getting hot.
Yeah, my arm's on fire.
Yeah, that idea of wearing a jacket was not a good idea. Okay, so as you start to feel the energy come down, just let me know and we'll go ahead and just accept and integrate that. The energy seems to be dying down a little bit.
Yep, it is now.
My hand's getting tired for you, so I'm going to put my hand down.
Okay, now.
I told you you had power arms from all that gym.
Yeah, right? I sure do.
Okay.
Okay, it's gone.
Okay, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to call in source energy from our crown to allow these to integrate into our body. So I want you to visualize the top of your head. Send in beautiful source energy in through your crown, past your chin, into your shoulders, into your hand. And I kind of want you to visualize like the energy in your body, kind of like being a bathtub, you know, where the water just kind of goes like this, it moves around. So taking that energy from your hand, I want you to like pull it up your arm, your shoulder, up into your heart space, and just kind of like move it all around through your body. And whatever changes this is going to do to your DNA, I want this energy to go up into your forehead, up until that gland in the center of your forehead that produces the DNA. I don't remember what it's called. And go ahead and make DNA a pair with the new information so that your other DNA can slowly and with time multiply with the new information that you've received. Okay. Are you spinning a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm floating. I'm trying to set myself back down. It's rising up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead. Let me ground you really quick.
I mean, part of me is, but part of me's not.
Yeah, I know. I keep trying to connect to your energy, and I feel like you're like. I think it's just you're vibrating so high.
Yeah, my left side doesn't feel as grounded as my right for some reason. Like my left side of my body keeps moving up, and I have to keep pushing it down.
Okay. So I'm going to go behind your shoulders and just push you down and ground you. Okay, good. So not to make this video very long, let's go ahead and disconnect and thank the guides and go ahead and get out of here. So we're going to thank the guides for their assistance today and for their love and gratitude. We send them love. So let's visualize sending our guides gratitude, love. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move from the bookshelf, walk around the table. I'm going to walk towards the door. I'm going to grab you by the hand again. I'm going to put you on the left-hand side. I'm going to guide you out. So we're going to step out, take the 3 steps down, and off to our right is your guardian that houses your Akashic records. Okay, so I'm going to give the intention to the guardian that whenever you want access to it, if you open the gates for you, that you never get back. So next time you want to do a meditation, it'll be easier for you to come back to your Akashic records. Okay. Whenever you come back to the Akashic records yourself, you always want to make sure that you close the door. Okay. And you have to visualize seeing him before you can go inside. So you always have to visualize him in meditation opening the door for you, and then make sure that you visualize him closing the door when you're done. So he's closing the door. And then just go ahead and start walking. I'm still walking with you, but at a certain point, I'm just going to let you go. And you're just going to start walking until you feel like you've gotten to your body. Okay, so I've gotten back to my body. Have you gotten back to yours? Do you feel like you're still far away?
Yeah, I still feel like there's a distance.
Okay, so keep walking till you get back to your body.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to open up the Veil of Roses, step inside, close the door, and then I want you to visualize your light body stepping back into your physical body. So first, feet first. So move your feet around, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, and your head. We're going to put the intention that all our bodies, emotional, light, etheric body, be in perfect alignment with your physical body. And the moment you do that, you're going to feel yourself like grounded.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to feel your butt like glued to the chair. Okay, so the next things is we're going to do everything we did to come inside. We're going to do them in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and do this with just me and you, okay? Okay, so we're done. Thank you for watching. And Noelle, thank you for coming with me and allowing me to do this with you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so thank you for watching, and everyone have a great night. Bye.